And you can see the skin. And then also you got all of those hair follicles. Look at that. All right, so check this out. This is a microscope for the camera on your cell phone. Is that neat or what? Now, this was sent to me at no charge for this review, and I think it's very important that you stick around for the entire video so that I can show you how to install this and how to use this. And the first thing that you need to remember is that this is a microscope, not a telescope. So when you're thinking of a microscope, you're looking down on an object through an eyepiece onto a little slide, and that is going to magnify that little object in that slide. We're not going to be looking off into a distance, we're going to be looking at something close. If you're trying to look at something at a distance with this microscope, it's just going to be all blurry. But once you bring it right up close, it's going to magnify it up to 200 times. So what you have here is a shell where your magnifier is going to clip to. And there is a little button right here, a little slide button. You can see how that moves there just like that. And that's going to allow you to install it and uninstall it, put it in and put it out. It also does come on a slide rail, which is really nice so that you can use it for a Samsung S23, 22, 21, iPhone. It doesn't matter. Whatever camera you have, this is going to be able to slide and go to that particular camera that you're using, whether that's going to be your normal, your zoom, or your ultra zoom. And then you got a little screw up here on top, which is going to allow you to snug that down right over your camera so that it does not move while you are moving. Also does have a really nice clamshell here, spring loaded, so that it will fit on just about any phone on the market today. What's really neat about this is that it does have a lighted ring on it, and it will need to be charged, so it does come with a charging cable. It also does come with a cleaning cloth and then a little carrying bag if you want to take that with you. What we're going to look at today are three different things. We're going to look at some fibers on a paper, we're going to look at some skin, and then we're also going to look at hair follicles. Now, let me show you how to do this because I think it's really important for us to understand just exactly how this goes on and what it's going to look like. So what I'm going to do, you could leave your phone case on, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to take my phone case off so that this is as close to my camera as possible. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that my camera lens is clean. Next, what I want to do is I want to figure out what camera my phone is using. You know, because you got your three cameras there, and you've also got three settings. You got close, you got normal, and then you got far away. I just want to make sure that I know which one I'm using. And the way that I'm going to do that is just run my finger over until I am blocking that particular camera. So it looks like it's the one here in the middle. So what I want to do then is take this little dot that's on that back side there, and I want to put it right over my camera. And I want to make sure that I can see through it. So the way that we're going to make those adjustments is by bringing it down. You can see I have one camera lens isolated, and then I just want to slide my microscope right in front of that until I got it right over the eye. Okay, so my first test for this is just going to be the fibers in paper. There you can see the fibers. And if I wanted to enlarge that, I can just pinch my fingers and enlarge that so that we can look right down into the fibers of that paper, which is really, really neat there. Next thing I want to look at here is just my skin. And you can see the skin. And then also you got all of those hair follicles. Look at that. So there's multiple different things that you can look at. Microfiber towel. You can see the microfibers in there. Pretty nifty for sure. Now, one thing that I did not show you on the camera. So as I mentioned, there are some different, there are 3 different lighting modes that is on the camera as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull this off here just so that you can see it. So on the outside here, there is a power button, which is really difficult to see. And then on the bottom side, you can change some intensities. So you're going to long press to turn that light on. And then you can short press. And you can't see it in the camera, but that does adjust the lighting. You can also adjust the color temperature, just like that. Okay, so really nice little device, super fun to have. Do little science experiments, show the kids just what really goes into products that we don't really even think about, like the fibers that are in a piece of paper, the fibers that are in a microfiber towel. You can look at your skin, your hair follicles. You can pull out a hair follicle and you can pull out a hair. You can look at the follicle underneath here. You can look at bugs, insects, all sorts of different things with this 200 times magnifier. It is a fun little thing that goes right on, clips right onto your cell phone. You use your cell phone camera. You can take those pictures, you can save those pictures, you can share those pictures, and just really have a good time with this. So is this something I would recommend? Sure, if you're into science, if you're interested in looking at things through a microscope, but just really don't want to get into those big microscopes just yet, those tabletop microscopes, this right here just might be your answer.